반짝이는 눈빛 눈이 부셔 매일 날 감싸주는 손길.
뭘 그렇게 감춰? 어디 입사원서라도 내보려고?
왜 화가 났어?
저 안 나가요. 여기서 어머니랑 할머니랑 할아버지랑 죽을 때까지 살 거예요.
꼭대기처럼 화장실밖에 없어.
누가 먼저 얘기할 거야? 아침에 혼자 할 말만 하고 가셔서요.
Chairman Jisung-dan paced his office, the soft hum of the phone echoing in the quiet room. He was deep in conversation, asking about an investigation he had initiated. On the other end, the voice of a man confirmed that he had found what Jisung-dan was looking for. The man informed him that there was only one boy taken in by Sunshine Orphanage in 1991, a boy named Cha Tae-woong. After graduating high school, Tae-woong had received a modest financial support of $5,000 from the state, but his life had been far from stable. Now, he resided in a rooftop unit and worked part-time at a dry cleaners on the ground floor. The man offered to send Jisung-dan Tae-woong's address and photo, prompting a mix of concern and intrigue in the chairman. He couldn't help but wonder why this boy who had been given a chance was living without a proper job. The man on the line sensed Jisung-dan's curiosity and cautiously asked why he was pursuing this information. He offered to dig deeper if needed, but Jisung-dan politely declined, insisting it was unnecessary. After ending the call, he opened the email containing Cha Tae-woong's details and stared at the picture. As he compared it to the image Noyeri had sent him earlier, the realization struck him like a thunderbolt. They were the same person. With his mind racing, Jisung-dan decided to visit Bong-hee, the owner of Chongryom Dry Cleaning. Rumors had reached him that she had taken Tae-woong in, providing him with care and shelter as if he were her own child. He arrived at the dry cleaners and the bell above the door chimed softly as he stepped inside. Bong-hee looked up from behind the counter, a mixture of surprise and mock annoyance on her face as she greeted him. She wondered aloud why he would come to her shop, jokingly suggesting that it couldn't be because he missed her. The banter was familiar, but Jisung-dan's demeanor was more serious. He retorted that she often visited his office, so why shouldn't he come here? As their playful exchange continued, Jisung-dan could see the strain in Bong-hee's eyes. She was managing the shop alone, the part-timer out delivering clothes, and he felt a pang of sympathy for her tough life. The warmth of the day was palpable, and he offered her an iced coffee he had brought along. She accepted gratefully, exclaiming how refreshing it was. Despite the lightheartedness of their interaction, Jisung-dan couldn't ignore the reality of Bong-hee's struggles. He inquired about her husband, who had once been a promising law student but had since faded from the picture. The atmosphere shifted as she revealed the painful truth: her husband had died, leaving her to fend for herself. Jisung-dan felt a mix of empathy and guilt, aware that he had never truly engaged with her past. At that moment, Cha Tae-woong entered the shop. Unbeknownst to him, Jisung-dan was his biological father, a truth that hung heavy in the air. As Jisung-dan watched Tae-woong approach, a sense of recognition washed over him. He studied the young man intently, who, sensing the scrutiny, turned to Bong-hee, asking if Jisung-dan was there for her. She quickly told him that the chairman was about to leave, hoping to ease the tension. Jisung-dan saw this as an opportunity. He turned to Tae-woong, offering him the iced coffee and telling him to cool off in the heat. The young man accepted it with a slight bow, and Jisung-dan couldn't help but notice how their eyes met briefly, a moment that felt charged with unspoken connection. As Tae-woong prepared to leave, he mentioned something about heading to the 7th housing state. Bong-hee nodded, affirming his plans. Jisung-dan felt a mix of hope and apprehension as he watched Tae-woong take another sip of the coffee before placing it down. The young man turned to leave, and in that fleeting moment, Jisung-dan understood that their paths were intertwined in ways he had yet to fully grasp. While Bong-hee busied herself with tasks, Jisung-dan seized the chance to act. He subtly reached for the straw from Tae-woong's coffee cup without Bong-hee noticing, and carefully slipping it into a Ziploc bag. This small act carried immense weight for him. It was a crucial step toward confirming the bond he felt with the boy. Once outside, Jisung-dan drove home, his mind racing with the implications of what he had just done. Upon arriving, he hurried to the bathroom, eager to prepare for the next steps. Meanwhile, Baek Ji-yeon, his wife, entered his room to tidy up. As she cleaned, her attention was caught by Ji Sung-don's bag, which lay slightly open. Curiosity piqued, she pulled it open and discovered the Ziploc bag containing the straw. Wondering why he had packed a simple straw so carefully, she decided to discard it, casually tossing it into the trash can. Little did she know the contents held the key to a family secret that could change everything for Ji Sung-don and Cha Tae-woong. As she carried the trash outside, Ji Sung-don remained blissfully unaware of her actions, focused instead on the profound implications of his newfound connection to his son.
Cause you are beautiful, a beautiful stranger.